18 of Dan Morris, and Dale Morris Jr. rounds out the field. Green flag flies for this dwarf car feature. Rodriguez with the early lead, followed by Yeager. I believe they were in the same heat race as well. They were all in the same heat race. There's only one. Side-by-side racing. Steve Capon on the outside of that third row there, battling for that fifth place spot with a 24 machine. Meanwhile, Rodriguez making it work down there on the bottom with Yeager and the 12 machine up top. Dustin Washburn sits in that third place spot, followed by the 91 of Chris Vernon and Steve Capon. Yeager gets a little loose coming out of turn number 4. Loses just a little bit of ground. Rodriguez continues to make the bottom side of the racetrack work. Yeager holding steady on the outside. Gonna try to make it work for him again. I believe Yeager's got the drive headed into turn number 1 this time to get it done. '98 of Dustin Washburn starting to lose sight of those guys just a little bit. Right behind him is the 91 of Chris Vernon. Steve Capon still sits in that 5th place spot. Be interesting to see one of those cars go to the top side of the racetrack. There's still a lot of traction up there. Yellow, look like we're looking at a yellow down there in turn number 2. That's going to be the first caution of this 20-lap main event. 7 laps down, 13 laps to go. Rodriguez really sideways, headed into turn number 1. Just about got the best of him. Oh, we got, we'll see if they get rolling here. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Yellow, 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 yellow. Green flag's gonna fly. 12 laps remaining. There we go, the 12 car skating around the top side, or the middle side of the racetrack rather. Definitely make it working for him, or definitely making it work for him. Those guys kind of catfishing around the bottom. Looks like that's gonna draw another yellow. Race leader. Ten laps down, 10 to go. Yeager continues to lead Rodriguez. Rodriguez fighting for that lead. Rodriguez underneath Yeager, back to the front. See what we look like coming out of turn number 4. Rodriguez back to the front of Yeager. So good back and forth battle here for this lead in this Desert Dwarf Car main event. What are we calling it this year, Kiernan? Is it Desert Dwarf Cars? Dwarf Cars? Fun to watch. Good division. Rodriguez, meanwhile, puts lap number 13 in the books as he leads them around. Yeager right behind him and the 12 machine, followed by the 98 of Dustin Washburn and the 91 of Chris Venom. Western States Dwarf Cars. "15 laps down, 5 to go in this Dwarf Car main event. Rodriguez continues to lead him around. Mark Pollock looped himself around there in the back straightaway. That's got to be a wild ride at 70 miles an hour on one of those little dwarf cars. I think they only weigh about 900 pounds. Able to keep it back under control and get back out there underway. So appreciate Pollock for getting his car under control and saving that yellow. Meanwhile, Rodriguez has really started to stretch his lead here in this final 5 laps. Rodriguez getting way out front. The 98 machine making his way around. That's Dustin Washburn making his way around Yeager there in turn number 1 and 2. 18 down, 2 to go. Washburn now sits in second. White flag gonna fly here for this 20-lap feature. White flag is out for your race leader, Tyler Rodriguez. Meanwhile, Yeager and Washburn in a heated battle for the second position. Looks like Yeager gonna squeak that one out there at the end, but not without being under pressure. Tyler Rodriguez takes home tonight's 20-lap Dwarf Car feature, followed by Dusty Yeager, Dustin Washburn, Chris Vernon, and Steve Capon. Getting unbuckled, crawling out of the car, race winner, Tyler Rodriguez. Yeah, good job. Great job out there. Lots of racing action. I'll tell you what, Tyler, you had the car to beat out there. You had a good heat race. You had a great main event. A lot of carnage behind you, but it didn't involve you any. You drove a clean race and picked up the win here tonight.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I can't thank my crew enough. We spent all week. She's got a brand new motor in here, and I think she did just fine. Chris Vernon, thanks for the long nights in the shop. Brian, I know you put up with hell putting up with us in there, but I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
You drove a heck of a race, and looks like you had a lot of fun out there. The top 3 out there, you guys had a heck of a battle there up until about the 17th lap. You started to pull away just a little bit there with 3 laps left to go. Those guys continued to battle all the way to the finish. Not a lot of cars, but a lot of good racing action here in the Dwarf Car division tonight. Who would you like to thank for putting you out here in the 44 car?
Honestly, first of all, you prepping the track out here gave us a great race to be able to run 2 and 3 wide out here. I think that goes without saying, but a little too often. Thank you.
Hey.
Go ahead. Nextly, Blood Racing, keeping this thing oiled up. FI Racing Products make some killer stuff for these cars. Hit them up. Phone numbers all over my Facebook page. Corey Brown, Chris Vernon, DRI, B&B. Thank you guys, and my grandma and my aunt and everyone. And this is my first win since my grandfather passed away, so it means a lot.